Welcome again to my channel, guys. This is Trev from Trevessence, and tonight we're going to continue the reading of Book of Numbers. For those of you who are new here, a very special welcome to you. If you are not familiar with this chapter of my channel, this is where we read the Bible chapter to chapter. And every week on a Thursday, we do Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia, where we go over the information that we read the week prior. If you are a returning traveler, I want to say a very, very special welcome to you. Thank you so much for your love and for your support. Today, we are going to be reading the book of Numbers, chapters 11 and 12. If you have a book Bible or you have a Google Bible, you can follow along, or you can come back and listen to this, because the information that we provide here will be used in our game on Thursday. Okay, let us begin. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched. And he called the name of the place Taberah. Don't forget that, guys, that is going to come up in the Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia on Thursday. Let's go back to that, verse 3. And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. And the manna was as coriander, and the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. Hey, AG, how are you doing, my dear? Welcome. Very special welcome to you, my love. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. And Moses said unto the Lord, Wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servants? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, Carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers? Hello, my lovely Katie. How are you doing? Excuse me. I'm not showing my face right now, Katie. I came home from work not too long ago, and I am not in any position to be seen by the world. I'm sorry, my love. But here we are listening to the word. We are on to verse 13. When should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, Give us flesh. that we may eat. I am not able to bear all these people alone because it is too heavy for me. Guys, that is Moses crying to the Lord because the people, the Israelites, were crying to him. They were tired of this manna. They were tired of eating manna. They baked it. They rolled it in a mortar. They did everything they could to it. They turned their hand, make fashion with the manna, and they still were not happy. They wanted meat. So poor Moses, he is crying out to the Lord, saying, God, why have you given me all of this burden? Why you cause me to be the leader of these ungrateful people? I don't want to do this anymore because I cannot give them what they want. They want meat. Where am I supposed to get meat to feed all these people? We are going to continue reading. Hey, Richie, how you doing, my love? Is that Richie or Brina? Whichever one of you. I love the two of you the same. We're going to continue with verse 14. We're going to read verse 14 again. I am not able to bear all these people alone because it is top heavy for me. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. And the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou now knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. How many men God told Moses to bring? 70 elders. Don't forget that. Verse 17. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the Spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not alone. And say thou unto the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, and he have wept in the ears of the Lord, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. So now the Israelites are starting to think about Egypt. They completely forgot the sufferation. They completely forgot all that they had lost in Egypt and how they were in bondage. That, my friends, that is how people are. No matter how good you be to them, you take them out of the gutters. You wash them up. You clean them up. And you give them everything that they need. And you see, anyhow, them want steak, and you don't have steak to give them, they completely forgot where they are coming from, what you took them out of. So these people like those are just like the children of Israel. Ungrateful. Because imagine, the Lord allowed Moses to lead them out of such bondage that they were going through in Egypt. And where they are now in the wilderness, they have manna to eat. It's not like he left them hungry. He dropped manna from the sky every night for them to eat. They can turn their hand, make fashion. They can roll it, bake it, mortar it, splinter it, do whatever they want. And they shall not go hungry. And the people them start thinking about cucumber and meat and melon and something back in Egypt. Ungrateful people. Let us move on to verse 19. He shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised the Lord, which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why come we forth out of Egypt? And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them, to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to suffice them? And the Lord said unto Moses, is the Lord's hand waxed short? Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. And Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that, when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. So now, after the Lord told Moses to bring these 70 men, he allowed the spirit that he had put on Moses to lead. He allowed the Spirit to possess these 70 men so that they will help Moses to lead these ungrateful people. And the burden will not be on Moses alone. My dear Lyndon, how are you doing, my love? Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you, my dear. We are on now to verse 26 of Numbers chapter 11. But there remained two of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Don't forget the names of those two men who were left in the camp, guys. Eldad and Medad. Verse 27. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, my Lord Moses, forbid them. And Moses said unto him, enviest thou for my sake? I would God that I would, no, not I would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon them. Sweet Escape, how are you, my dear? Natalia, hey, good to see you. How is everybody doing? We are now on to the verse 30. And Moses got him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel. And there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. And the people stood up at that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. And he called the name of that plague Kibroth Atava. Guys, you all ever heard that before? I'm going to spell it for you. And he called the name of that plague Kibroth Hatava, Kibbroth Kibroth Hatava was the name of the plague that the Lord made. He made that plague befall the children of Israel after they had complained about the manna, and he was so angry that he brought up quails and give them. Say, eat. Since you say you want meat, here are the quails. Eat. And as they ate, even before they were able to take out the flesh out of their teeth, he smote them with a plague. And this is the name of that plague, Kibroth Hatava, because there they buried the people that just did. And the people journeyed from Kibroth Hatava unto Hazeroth and abode at Hazeroth. That is found, Natalia, that is found in Numbers chapter 11 and verse 34. Yes, that was the name. He smote them with a plague. That was the name of the place where he smote them. Verse, and we're moving on now to chapter 12. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses. Here who's speaking against Moses? Miriam and Aaron. They spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. Remember, we had talked about that in a previous chapter. I think it was in Genesis, when it was talking about Moses having married the Ethiopian women and they were not happy. Well, here it comes up again. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because he had married an Ethiopian woman, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. You see how many times they repeat it? And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, Come out, ye three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. Don't forget that, guys. It's going to come up again in swords in hand. The Lord called out Moses, Aaron, and Miriam because he wanted to have a little talk with them, because Aaron and Miriam were talking ugly about Moses because Moses had married an Ethiopian woman. Let's move on to verse 5. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore, wherefore, then were he not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous. So after the Lord scolded Miriam for talking badly about Moses, she became a leper. Don't forget that. It's coming back again. White as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O Lord, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp for 7 days, and after that let her be received in it again. And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. Verse 16 and last. And afterwards the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. Here endeth the reading of Numbers chapters 11 and 12. If you are just joining the live, guys, a very special welcome. Thanks to you all who were here for the entire reading. I sincerely appreciate it. Guys, this these two chapters, along with the two we read yesterday, are going to be among the chapters used for our Swords in Hand / Bible trivia on Thursday. Please join us on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we will be doing our Swords in Hand / Bible trivia. Thanks again, guys, for coming in. Until next time, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. See you all tomorrow, guys, when we will read 2 more chapters. Have a great night, everybody. Aurelie, how are you doing, my love? Thank you so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate it. My dear sweet escapes in the house. Katie's Everything Channel, Natalia. My darling Lyndon is here. Richie Rich. AG. And any silent listeners, guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. Now is a great time to do so. Until next time, guys, I'm out.